Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Mario.
Hello. Harold, your internet is not too good.
Oh, no, it's not? Oh, let me see. Maybe I'm
It
not hooked up.
shows red bars.
Oh, yeah, 1 second.
I mean, I can hear you, but it's yellow now.
Yeah, okay, 1 second.
Why don't you pay the bill?
Okay. Wi-Fi.
Still yellow.
Yeah, I see. Huh, I wonder why that is. Oh, 1 second. I think I know why. Yeah, it asked me at the beginning about cellular data. I don't know why it asked me that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's weird. Right before I came on, I never had that before on the Zoom. Let me go out.
it's
Yeah.
still yellow. I mean, I can hear you well. Hi, Alan.
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Something's wrong with mine.
I hear you loud and clear.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
I see you loud and clear.
How's mine? How's
You're
mine now?
handsome as ever.
Okay,
Mario.
Harold. Okay. All right.
We are on Masechta Yoma, Daf Mem Hey 45. Zav Mufaz, it should doim elapaz. It looks like a pearl. Zav Shachut, Shenitve Kechut. It can be woven like a thread. Zav Sagur is such a fine gold. The Shashat Iftach Kol HaChanios Nizgaros. When this gold is sold, it causes all the other gold stores to close. And then Zahav Parvayim. This is like a reddish gold. Shedoim Eladama Porim. It looks like blood from a cow. Ravash Yomar, Chamisha, not 7 types of gold, but 5 types of gold. The Kol Chad V'Chad Ispei Zahav B'Zav Tov. In each type of gold, there's a little bit of Zahav and a little bit of Zahav Tov, which is the best Muvchar, which is the Mina Muvchar. Every day, the pan was like a greenish gold, and on Yom Kippur it was reddish. Which is exactly the way describes Zahav Parvayim, which is a reddish gold. We said every day you would offer a portion in the morning. Every day the Torah was fine, and on Yom Kippur it was daka min adaka. It was fine from the fine, extra fine. Torah Rabbanon, daka mata. How do you know it has to be daka? Kvar nemar. What do we learn from when it says on Yom Kippur it has to be daka? Hadeik means you got to grind it. So the extra statement of daka is to tell you is lahavi daka min daka. You have to do an extra grind. Every day the Kohanim would walk up the ramp on the eastern side and they would come down on the western side. Whenever the coin turned, he always turned right eastwardly. So that's, you have to walk up the ramp, and the first You didn't turn left, west, you turned right, east. V'hayom olim be'emtza v'yordim be'emtza. By Yom Kippur, the Kohen Gadol went up the middle of the ramp and down the middle of the ramp. My time, Mishum Kvara, the Kohen Gadol. To honor the Kohen Gadol, he didn't have to, he could go right down the middle of the highway. The Chol Yom Kohen Gadol Makadosh Yodav Rangla B'Akiyor. Every day, if the Kohen Gadol was going to do the work, he would wash his hands and feet from the regular wash basin. But on Yom Kippur, we said there was a special jug of water for him. My time, Mishum Kvara Shel Kohen Gadol, for the covenant of the Kohen Gadol. The Chol Yom Hayusham Arba Marachos on the top of the Mizbeach. So we had a machlokas, a multiple way machlokas tanoim, how many grills there were on top of the Mizbeach. Every day there were 2 grills, and on Yom Kippur now they made a third grill. What were the 2 grills normally? Achas maracha gedola, the big grill for the main korbanos. Achas maracha shniya shel k'turos. The other grill was to make the coals on a daily basis, and they would take the coals from there and bring them into the heichal on the mizbech apnimi and burn the k'toros there. And now on Yom Kippur, achas shemoisifin bo bayom tiv Rabbi Yehuda. Now on Yom Kippur, they added for the covet of Yom Kippur, they added a 3rd grill. That's the shita of Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yosi, Rabbi Chol Yom Sholosh, Vayom Arba. Every day was 3, and today on Yom Kippur was 4. Achas shel maracha gedola, every day. Achas maracha shniya shel k'toros, the k'toros one. Achas shel kiyum ha'esh. They had a grill that had constant fire on it, that because eish tamid. Achas shemoisifin bo bayom. So Rabbi Yosef says there were normally 3, and now they added a 4th. But Meir Choyom Arba Vayom Kamish. Reb Meir says every day they had 4 grills, and now Yom Kippur they had 5. Achas shel maracha gedola, achas shel maracha shniya shel k'toros, achas shel kiyum ha'esh, which is the same as the Rabbi Yosi, and then achas le'evor muptorim shel nisaklim ba'erev. That limbs that had been thrown off the mizbeach and had not been consumed the previous night, so they would make another maracha to burn them. And then, according to Rav Meir, the 5th one is the extra one for Yom Kippur. So that's the machlokas in the Baraisa. So the Gemara analyzes the Baraisa. Kula alma mias tarti isluhu. At a minimum, the least common denominator is 2. Right? Everybody holds there were at least 2. So the shaila is minolan. Where is the source for that? Amar Kra, the pasuk says in Vayikra, I ha'olah al moikda al mizbech kol alayla. Zu maracha gedola. That refers to the main grill that the oilus atomid was put up. The eish mizbech tu kadbo. That refers to zu maracha shniya shel k'toros. The 2nd grill, which we said, according to everybody, is the coals that were used to burn the k'toros. The Rabbi Yosi, who added on a daily basis a 3rd grill for kiyum ha'esh, to keep an eish tomid going minalan, nafkalei miva eish ala mizbech tu kadbo. Now, Rabbi Yehuda doesn't learn that you needed a 3rd grill. So what does he do with this pasuk? That to actually strike the flame, the little kindling that was used to start the fire, that also had to be done on the Mizbeach. The Tanya, the initial lighting of the fire should be done on the top of the Mizbeach. How do I know that there's a maracha to keep the fire going? Take the Gemara, that's the same pasuk that Rabbi Yehuda used to tell me that you have to strike the kindling on the top of the Mizbeach. So the Gemara wants to know now, Rabbi Yossi, Atzazas Alisa Minole. From where does Rabbi Yossi learn Atzazas Alisa? Nafkalei Mechad and Nafkalei Rabbi Shimon. By the way, does anybody know where Kenny Alter is?
No idea. He was in shul last Shabbos.
Maybe he went to the wedding tonight.
Okay, who's getting married?
Rosenberg with Leeds.
Oh, right, that's tonight.
If they had the Eish Tomid, why do they have to bring us another fire? Is it means to transfer from the Eish Tomid to the Mizbeach?
Latzosas bahen or Marocha Gedola. They have to light the fire on the Marocha Gedola from there. The Eish Tamid is like a ceremonial thing that you always have to have a fire there, but not to light the fire from there.
Oh, okay.
So they learn it from where Reb Shimon learned it, Titania. Nasnu bnei Aaron HaKohen Eish Al HaMizbeach Li made al Atzazas Alisa Shloteil B'Kohen Kosher V'Kli Shareis the Rabbi Yehuda. The lighting of the fire has to be done by a kosher Kohen in a special kli. According to Rabbi Yehuda, Amar Reb Shimon V'Chisala Dascha. We don't need a pasuk to tell you a Kohen. How can a Zar carve the Gabi Mizbeach? A non-Kohen cannot go up on the Mizbeach. So we know that. That has to be about Kohen. And the limit, the pasuk goes to teach me that the lighting of the fire has to be done on top of the Mizbeach. Rabbi Yehuda, how come Rabbi Yehuda doesn't learn like that? Because if I would have learned from that, maybe a Zar, a non-Kohen could stand on the ground and like blow like the circus performers do. Like they blow the fire, a fire blower. And that he would blow it from the bottom. Kamash Balon, that it can't be done that way. Now, Reb Meir, Reb Meir said you needed another grill to burn the limbs that had not been burned over the night. So we make a new maracha for them. From where do we learn that? Nafkalei ve'esh, the extra vav. And the Rabbanon vav loy darshi, so they don't learn that you needed to make an extra grill. Okay, so the Gemara wants to know, if you have no separate grill to burn the limbs that have not been burned, what do you do with them? You can put it back to burn onto the original grill. The Tanya. The limbs that had not been burned throughout the night can be put back on the Mizbeach. The im ein machzikon, if the grill doesn't hold it. Shesoidron ala keves, you can line them up on the ramp. Or al gabi sovev, or that little ama sovev that went around the Mizbeach, that was 6 amas up from the ground, that the Kohen could walk around on it. Until there's room on the Maruch HaGedolah until you can order it and put these pieces there. Talmud loymar asher tochala eish es haolah lemizbeach. So what does Rab Meir do with that? Rab Meir ikule ola atamazir. The atamazir ikule k'toiris. That pieces of the ola that have not been consumed but have already been started in the fire, but maybe because the heat was so great, they were thrown off the grill. Those you could be returned to the Mizbeach. But if on the inside Mizbeach in the Heichal, the Mizbeach HaPnimi, pieces of Ktoiras got blown off, you don't return those. The Tani Rab Chanina Bar Mamnuni Bidver Eliezer ben Yaakov Asher Tochala Eish Esa Olal Mizbeach. We learn from there that Ikulei Ola Tamachzir. Pieces that have been blown off by the fire can be returned, but the Tamachzir Ikulei Ktoris. But pieces of Ktoris that have been blown off, you don't return. Now, Kulam and Mias Moisif and Bo Bayom Islu Minalu, according to every Shita, whether on a daily basis there were 2, whether on a daily basis there were 3, whether on a daily basis there were 4, on Yom Kippur, each Tana agreed that you added an extra grill for Yom Kippur. Where did they learn that from? Nafkalahumi v'ha'esh, the extra vav. And afilu l'man da'omar deloy dorish vav. Even according to Mandama, which we just quoted before, who don't darshan vav, vav hey dorish. V'ha'esh is an extra vav and an extra hey. V'ha'esh, that everybody darshans. Okay. Then the Gemara points out that there's another phrase, eish tamid, l'mayasa. What does that come to teach? Me'boile lechidetanya. Eish tamid tukana lemizbech lo sichbeh. There has to be a permanent fire burning. Don't extinguish it. Li made al marocha shniya shel ktoires shalot tehei ela al mizbech achitzon. That the grill on which they obtain the coals to burn the ktoires has to be structured on the outside mizbech. What about eish machto menor minayin? What about the fire for the pan that you're going to transport the coals for the ktoires on Yom Kippur, that you bring it in, and the fire for the menorah, that also has to originally come from the outside mizbeach, the dinu. And in fact, I could learn a kal v'chomer, nemra eish, or we could learn like a hekesh, nemra eish b'ktoris v'nemra eish b'machta v'menorah. It says the word eish by the burning of the Torah, and it on a daily basis. Then it says the word eish when it comes to the coal pan on Yom Kippur and menorah. Malahalon, the eish for the Ktoiras, is clearly, we learned, has to be brought from the Mizbech HaChitzon, Afkan al Mizbech HaChitzon. So the fire for the coal pan on Yom Kippur and the fire for the menorah on a daily basis has to be brought from the Mizbech HaChitzon. Oh, freik the Gemara klach l'derech zu. Or maybe you learn like this. Nemra eish b'ketoris v'nemra eish b'machto v'menorah. Now, Mala halan b'samach lo, the eish of the ketoris is offered on the Mizbech HaPnimi in the Heichal. So the adjoining place that's closest to the Mizbech HaPnimi is the Mizbech HaZov. So maybe af machto menorah. The machta's avoid is done in the Kodesh Kadoshim. The menorah is in the Heichal itself. So maybe those things also, the coals and the fire should be brought from the closest Mizbech, which is not the Mizbech HaChitzon, but rather the Mizbech HaPnimi. Talmud Lomer eish tamid tu kala Mizbech lo sichba. Eish tamid shamarti lecha. This eish has to come lo tehei el berosha shel Mizbech HaChitzon. Has to be derived from the top of the outside Mizbech. Fine. Lamadnu eish lemenorah. You've taught me this din of eish tamid regarding the menorah. Eish lamachta minayin. The coal pan that goes inside the Kodesh Kadoshim. How do we know that also, the eish, maybe you derive it from the Mizbech HaPnimi, not from the Mizbech HaChitzon, the dinu. And you could analyze like this. Nemra eish b'machta, v'nemra eish b'menorah. It says eish tamid by the machta. It says eish by the menorah. Malahalon by the menorah. You get it. We just proved. From Gabi Mizbech HaChitzon, Afkana Mizbech HaChitzon. So the coal pan of the machta also, the coals need to be derived from the Mizbech HaChitzon. Oh, klak l'derech zu. Maybe we'll go the following reasoning. Nemra eish b'ketoris, v'nemra eish b'machta. It says eish by the ketoris, it says eish by the machta. Malahalan b'samuch lo, the Mizbech HaPnimi, the closest Mizbech to it is Mizbech HaZah. So maybe the machta, which is done the Kodesh Kadoshim, the closest Mizbech to it is the Mizbech HaPnimi. Talmud loimer v'lakach malo amachta, gacha le'esh, me'al hamizbech m'lifnei Hashem. Ezo mizbech shemiktzos l'fnei Hashem ve'en kol l'fnei Hashem. Gentlemen, the Mizbech HaPnimi inside the Heichal sits right in front of the Kodesh Kadoshim. The Kodesh Kadoshim is Lifnei Hashem. Now, the Mizbech HaChitzon is in the southern part of the Azara and goes to the middle part. If you drew a line down the middle of the Heichal, that's where the Mizbech extends to. So the Mizbech HaChitzon is the Mizbeach, where part of it is Lifnei Hashem and part of it is not Lifnei Hashem. So is there Mizbech Shemiktzos Lifnei Hashem ve'ikol Lifnei Hashem ve'yom is there Mizbech HaChitzon? Because milifnei Hashem, it's not kula lifnei Hashem. It's from the language of the pasuk. V'itzrich lemichtiv me'al hamizbeach. The pasuk has to say that it has to be taken from on top of the mizbeach. And itzrich lemichtiv lifnei Hashem. V'ikaz rachmana me'al hamizbeach. Havim my mizbeach hapnimi. Taking it from Ala Mizbeach, I could have understood that to mean we take it from the top of the Mizbeach HaPnimi. Because of Rachman Lifnei Hashem, which means the Mizbeach that's not Kulo Lifnei Hashem. It's only half Lifnei Hashem. And the Ikaz of Rachman Lifnei Hashem, Avamina, Dafka, maybe the coals that you take from the Mizbeach HaChitzon have to be coals that are directly Lifnei Hashem. But the ones that are not Lifnei Hashem, maybe they're a little further south. No. Now I can take it from any part of the Mizbeach on top because we have both of these. Okay.
Where did none of you bring the H from?